Hello students and welcome to the Rocket Math Challenge. In this video, I will explain to you how we will be doing Rocket Math this school year. The first thing that every student needs to learn how to do is to log into the specific Rocket Math website on Mr. Panza's website to complete the online Rocket Math forms throughout the course of the year. With that being said, typically we complete those forms on paper first and then transfer our answers online. So if you have not already done so, please make sure you pick up the Rocket Math forms from Mr. Panza or download them from my website and then complete them at home on paper and then complete the online forms after that. If you have already done them on paper, then you're at the right place. The first thing you need to do is go to a web browser and type in this web address exactly as it is written in this video, mrpanza.weebly.com/rocket-math.html. Again, that's my last name, mrpanza.weebly.com/rocket-math.html. It's all lowercase and it's all one word. There's no spaces. Once you have typed this exact address into a web browser, you'll be taken to the Rocket Math Multiplication and Division Math Fact Practice page at Mr. Panza's website. And this is what it should look like. You'll notice that once you're on the site, you'll see the heading, Rocket Math. It will tell you that you see multiplication and division math fact practices on these pages, and it starts right at top with the Rocket Math multiplication letters A, and you can see all the way through the letter I in this current video. It goes all the way down to the final letter in the alphabet that you can practice, and you can also download the online forms right here at the website, as those links are beneath these little letters as well. So the first thing you need to do is click on the letter that you're currently completing. In this case, I would click on the letter A and open up the online Rocket Math multiplication test form. This is what that looks like after you click. Notice that you're taken right to the Rocket Math multiplication A test form. It tells you to multiply the following questions until the timer goes off, which will be set here in class, and then you must type in your first name, your last name, and the section or the teacher that is your homeroom teacher. I'm going to start by placing my first name, then my last name, and choosing my teacher, Mr. Panza. Scroll down and you'll see the directions. Notice I first have the questions, all of my multiplication math facts for Rocket Math A. The directions tell me to type the answers to the facts above and separate each answer by using the space bar. For example, when I click in where it says your answer, it gives me a cursor and an underline. That underline is where I'm going to type in my answer, but I must separate each and every single one of these Rocket Math multiplication fact answers by one single touch of the space bar. Here's what it will look like, sound like, and feel like when you complete this online assessment. 7 times 1 is 7, type in 7, then a space bar. 4 times 1 is 4, type in 4, then a space bar. 9, then a space bar. 3, then a space bar. If you've lost where I am, 7, 4, 9, and 3 are all of the answers to the first few questions. I will continue out and finish up this top row. 8, space, 2, space, 5, space, 6, space, 1, space, 2, and then I stop. And when I'm done with the first row of 10 multiplication math fact questions, I skip down to the next row. I again click in where it says your answer, and I type in every single one of my math fact answers, separating each answer by a space bar. 1, space, 3, space, 8, space, 7, space, 4, space, 9, space, 6, space, 5, space, 3, space, and 6. Now recognize that each of your answers do not line up with the multiplication math fact. You not only have to be careful and make sure that you're separating each answer with a space, you have to make sure that you are answering the correct. So I'm going back to the Mr. Panza Weebly Rocket Math website by typing in mrpanza.weebly.com/rocket-math.html. When you do that, you'll be brought right back to the main Rocket Math website. You can also do that just by, again, clicking in the upper tab. You've completed A, you're ready for B, click on B, and it will open up a brand new page that shows you are now in Rocket Math Multiplication B. Again, you have to follow the same exact directions. Place your last name and your first name on the lines where they ask for that. Choose your homeroom teacher and complete all 4 sections as it asks you to. Then click Submit. Once you've submitted, I'll show you exactly what it's going to look like for me as I grade it. When students begin completing the Rocket Math forms, I'll get a notification from the assessment that I have created, not just with the questions, but with the responses. You'll notice that because somebody has completed Rocket Math Multiplication B, it shows up that there's 1 response. I click on that. It gives me all of the information from that student, tells me which school they're in, and then I can send it to an Excel spreadsheet to help me grade these tests. Let me open that now. Notice that I have quite a few students that have already completed this test. Unfortunately, by using this online form, I'm able to grade this quickly. By clicking on Regrade the Assignment, each time new students complete this assessment, I'll be able to regrade it and see which students have passed and which students need to retake. Once I continue through these screens, I'll be able to select my answers and it will automatically grade it for me. This is also the reason I ask for 100% accuracy. Once it's graded, it's only going to see the students that either scored a 100 or received some that were incorrect. So once it's completely graded, you can see that all of the students that currently have taken multiplication A have scored a 100%. When you score a 100% on a multiplication math fact, I will then tell you that you are allowed to move your rocket up and advance to the next multiplication fact. That doesn't mean that you can't be filling them in on paper. That doesn't mean that you can't be completing them online. You certainly can, but we're looking for this 100%, and once you get that, you'll move on, you'll type it, and you'll continue until you've completed multiplication. Once you've completed multiplication, you will continue to use Mr. Panza's Weebly website, because after multiplication comes division, and if you get through both multiplication and division, I've got a challenge for you. Be sure to check for another video that explains that challenge. Right now, if you'd like to, please pause the video. Take a look at this website address, type it to any browser. You can even use it on tablets or any type of smartphone, and take these tests automatically. So pause the video now. Now that you've typed in this exact web address, you should be led to my website, which looks like this with the logo at the top and all of the letters for Rocket Math Multiplication, as well as division and the challenges underneath. Again, let me show you what that web page looks like. The main multiplication web page looks exactly like this. It tells you where you're at. It gives you links to every single letter in multiplication math, as well as division and the challenges if you continue to scroll down on my page. So, without further delay, I challenge you. Fill out your multiplication math facts. You can download them right here on the website. You can print them out at home, and then come back to this website, fill in your answers, and let myself grade them online, and see how quickly you can win the Rocket Math Space Race this year in math class. Thanks for stopping by.